Hi, thank you for watching ToKtoday.com for the full commentary from today's exhibition and for lots of other ToK resources. Go to ToKtoday.com. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. Today we're dealing with the exhibition prompt, what is the relationship between personal experience and knowledge? Do the whoosh thing.
Okay, so what is the relationship between personal experience and knowledge? Does this mean what have you learned from personal experience? Or does it mean how might personal experience and knowledge be linked? That's right, it's not what have you learned from personal experience and knowledge, it's how might personal experience and knowledge be linked. The reason for this is the prompt asks you what is the relationship between personal experience and knowledge. So it doesn't want to know what you've learned from personal experience, but it wants to know about the relationship or the link between personal experience and knowledge. And that's what we're going to be focusing on in this ToK exhibition commentary. As is usual, you may want to start with the ToK concepts, and the concepts that we might be interested in are things like interpretation, perspective, explanation, and responsibility. As ever, I would recommend using the ToK Today exhibition structure for one object, and the structure looks like this. You just follow the flow chart through to discuss one object. And if you do that, then the overall exhibition commentary looks like this. As ever, I would recommend writing 3 knowledge arguments before you choose your objects. If you can come up with 3 knowledge arguments or knowledge claims, it's the same thing. This will help you to choose more specific objects for your exhibition. And here are my 3 knowledge claims or knowledge arguments. Knowledge claim 1. Personal experiences can stimulate the systematic production of knowledge by the knower. Knowledge claim 2. Personal experience can challenge the pre-existing knowledge of the knower. And knowledge claim 3. Knowledge can significantly extend the personal experiences of the knower. We'll come back to those knowledge claims at each object in the exhibition. So let's have a look at Object 1. And Object 1 is a carbon filament bulb made by Thomas Edison. First of all, we need to look at the real-world context of Object 1 and link it to the prompt. And we're simply going to say that when Edison saw a gaslight bulb explode, this sparked his interest in improving light bulbs. The further link here is that personal experience led Edison to create new knowledge about light bulbs. Moving on, we now need to explore the link between Object 1 and Knowledge Argument 1. If you remember that Knowledge Argument 1 was that personal experiences can stimulate the systematic production of knowledge by the knower, we're simply going to say that Edison was motivated to systematically produce new knowledge because of his personal experience with the exploding gaslight. And this leads us to understand that personal experiences can lead to the systematic, structured, and methodical production of knowledge. The difference here being that personal experiences may not be systematic, structured, and methodical, whereas the production of knowledge is all 3 of those things. Moving on, we now have to justify the inclusion of Object 1. And we're simply going to say that Edison's personal experience was significant for knowledge production in the natural sciences, human sciences, maths, and the arts. Edison had such a big impact on the production of knowledge in those areas of knowledge that his personal experience here is significant in the development of those areas of knowledge. Object 2 is my copy of the book The Language Instinct by Steven Pinker. I read this book about 20 years ago, and it challenged many of my fundamental beliefs about language acquisition. The personal experience of reading this book changed my pre-existing beliefs, that is, my knowledge. So now we have to link object 2 to knowledge argument 2. And remember that knowledge argument 2 is that personal experience can challenge the pre-existing knowledge of the knower. And in this I'm saying that I had strong beliefs in social constructionism before I read this book. But the experience of reading the book and then discussing the book with others led me to change those beliefs. So the importance is placed upon the experience of the discussion after reading the book, and I'm arguing that Object 2 demonstrates that personal experiences can challenge and change the pre-existing beliefs of the knower. Now we have to justify the inclusion of Object 2, and I'm going to talk about the experience of reflecting on the encounter of contrasting or challenging knowledge and what effect that has on my pre-existing knowledge. And so I come to Object 3. Object 3 is my programme for the Edinburgh Festival in 1989. And the link between the real-world context of this object and the prompt is that the opportunity to perform at the Edinburgh Festival only came about because of the specialised knowledge of my drama teacher, the wonderful Mrs. Marshall. The argument here that I'm making is that my personal experiences of performance at the Edinburgh Festival were based on her specialised knowledge. And so we come to the link between Object 3 and Knowledge Argument 3. If we just remind ourselves that Knowledge Argument 3 is that knowledge can significantly extend the personal experiences of the knower. So what I'm arguing here is that my drama teacher had specialised knowledge on how to coach me to be successful in an audition for a company at the Edinburgh Festival. So her specialised knowledge changed my personal experiences. To move on to the justification for the inclusion of Object 3, well, this is a reversal of the conventional argument. The conventional argument is that personal experience leads to knowledge, and what we're saying here is that the knowledge of others can change the personal experience of us. So knowledge can actually change personal experience, as simple as that.
Okay guys, I hope that you found that exhibition commentary useful. If you want the full commentary and the details of the writing of it and any other ToK resources, then please go to toktoday.com. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. I really love subscribes. And thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, stay ToKtastic, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.